From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Houston Texans. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Come on, set, Cobra 19.
Hand off left side, Pierce. He'll get this up to about the 44. You look at this Steeler defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Stroud on third down now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Stroud wants to change it up with an audible. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The Texans at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself in an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot, find a way to win some games, and keep moving forward.
They'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Out to the flat here for Johnson. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Pickett leads his Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 25-yard line. Now the third-year man, Najee Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. You look at the defense for these Texans. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Second down, here's Pickett. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Pickett now from the gun here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Pickett to throw on first down. He's got Harris running the slant. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Back to throw, Pickett. That is caught. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 22-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First and 10, here's Pickett. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Texans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading.
And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by DeMonte Kazin. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
He finds his tight end, Gentry. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. Off play action, Pickett. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And the Texans will take over here at their own 14-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. First and 10, it's Pierce. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And a little careless. There, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Stroud to throw it. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Stroud now on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. In motion, the tight end. Here's Pickett on 2nd down. Setting up the screen, Harris. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. And it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. Picked up by Christian Harris. And the Texans are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw completed to Mechie. Now he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Stroud. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
This is caught. Touchdown. George Pickens, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Boswell good with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out, and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
And Stroud now to throw. Dumping it off for Johnson. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And this will be a Texans first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 1st and 10, it's Stroud. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw yet again here. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
1st down, and they go back to Harris. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
A nice carry by Harris, who had tougher sledding than in his Pro Bowl rookie season, but still topped 1,000 yards as a Steeler sophomore. As Pittsburgh tries to climb back to the top of the AFC North, he remains a player that their offense relies on.
And his throw here's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Pickett back to throw. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 37. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Pickett looking to throw on 2nd down. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down. They hand this off to Harris. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Looking to throw, Pickett. Dancing to his left. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the 1st down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Cole Holcomb proving too much there for the offensive line. He gets the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 58 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. That gain on third down, good for 28.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Now a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, here's Pickett.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Alex Highsmith there on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Stroud now on second down.
Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On second down, it's Stroud.
Over the middle, complete. It's Davis. And he's got this down to the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options.
Here's Stroud. Short throw into the hands of Jordan.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Back to the ground with Pierce.
And he stopped immediately there. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Ball resting on the 20. This is 2nd and 10. The second down throw now from Stroud. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Stroud.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
And this pass broken up. Now the contact well timed there, and now fourth down. Fourth down, 10 yards to go. Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Stroud.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
Now here's another carry for Harris. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
3rd down and 6. Pickett to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And he is going to have a Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Pickett down to a knee, and that is going to do it.